Hey guys, this is Zach from Say What Zach here, doing a NHL game review for Monday, November 25th here. As you can see, so I decided to pick 3 games of the night, which are listed and expanded with the scores of the games, and then the rest of the games for the night are going to be here. So we're trying something a little new, trying different ways of working the boards to give you guys a little bit more info on the NHL and the standings and stuff. So yeah, again, the 3 games I've watched are going to be here, and I'm going to give you some notes that I saw while I watched those games. The rest of the games of the night will be here, and this is the updated standings after tonight's games. So we're going to jump right into it. First game was the Tampa Bay Lightning taking on the Buffalo Sabres. This was the first time we met since they were overseas, over in Europe, playing. Tampa Bay took both those games, so I figured this would be a fun game to watch, see if the Buffalo Sabres came out with a little bit more bite instead of what they did over in Europe. The first things I noticed was lots of high sticks in this game. There's a lot of aired high sticks where somebody was just skating around, hit somebody in the face, high stick. There was 3 calls like that, just hitting people in the face with sticks by accident. And Tampa Bay scored really quickly into the game. So as you can see, Kucherov scored from Palat at 13 seconds into the first period. So yeah, it's instantaneously oh great, well there goes the game for Buffalo. They're already down 13 seconds in the game, 1-0. So yeah, it was very scary at the beginning of the game for Buffalo. It gets scary at the end of the game as well once you keep track here. So Jimmy Vesey gets his first goal since March of this year, so back when he was still playing for New York. So yeah, Jimmy Vesey finally doing something. I have a ton of his rookie cards. I'd love to see him do something. Hobie Baker Award. Do something. The strong penalty kill for the Tampa Bay Lightning, even though the power play for Buffalo was abysmal. They allowed 2 shorthanded goals back to back for Tampa, so that was embarrassing. Penalty at the end of the second period. So there was a penalty. It was kind of weird. I was watching the Tampa Bay Sabres game, and I was also watching the Nashville St. Louis game at the same time. The last minute of both these games, there was a penalty called in the second. It was kind of funny. So last minute of the second period for this one, and last minute of the first period in this one. It was kind of funny. It was the same time. They both got, yeah, and again, the Sabres power play just looks awful. Allowing 2 shorthanded goals like that is, yeah, you can't do that. It was because it was a relatively close game. I think it was 2-2 at the time, and they gave up 3-2, I think, and they gave up 2 shorthanded goals. It was just, yeah, it should have been another one they called, which they should have called back. No, they called back the goal. Guy skated in, and they said he kicked it in with his foot, even though I think it should have counted. But yeah, it should be 6-2 is what the final should have been. But whatever. And yeah, I just pretty much put down where's Buffalo's defense. You even on the power play, you gotta backtrack. You can't give up that many chances, especially on Carter or Hutton right now, who's really struggling. Yeah, the goal was called back. Dahlin was also injured in this game, and he did not return. So you got Rasmus Dahlin. He was injured. He's out as of right now. I don't know if it's going to be long term, if he's just not playing back for the game. I haven't looked and seen any updates yet. So yeah, that's about it. And then yeah, they left. They pulled the goalie. Buffalo tried pulling the goalie with 3 minutes left in the game. It was 5-2 at that point. I mean, I give them credit for trying, but you're down 3 goals with 3 minutes left. Yeah, I'm surprised Tampa didn't get an empty net goal to finish that one off. But yeah, so your final was 5-2 for the Tampa Bay Lightning. The goals, we got Kucherov from Palat at 13 seconds into the first. Then you got Reinhart from Olofsson and Jack Eichel at 3:40 of the first. Then Jimmy Vesey unassisted at 1:48 of the second period. So Sabres did have a lead for a second. Then Sergachev from Palat and Shattenkirk at 7:20 of the second to tie it up. Yanni Gourde from McDonough and Maroon, 9:26 into the second period. Andre Palat from Cicerelli and McDonough at 8:17 of the third. And Palat from Joseph at 9:06, which I believe these are the 2 shorthanded goals. The last 2 goals were both shorthanded. And then there was another one that was taken back. So yeah, it was, yeah, a night. Buffalo needs to do something. They are in a free fall right now. It's amazing. I don't even know what they need to do. I know their GM is looking to do stuff and actively trying. He needs to move quicker because this team is sorely falling out of playoffs. Anyways, as you can see for the rest of the night's games, you got Columbus beating Ottawa 1-0, Philly beating Vancouver 2-1, New York beating the Minnesota Wild 3-2 in overtime. Same with Pittsburgh beating the Flames 3-2 in overtime. Dallas 4-2 over the Vegas Golden Knights, and then the Sharks and LA Kings, the Sharks beating the Kings 4-3 in overtime, which was a really good game because the Kings came back from being down 3-0 in the third period to force overtime. That was a really interesting game. I got to catch the last period of that one. Anyways, jumping over to this game, the Nashville Predators taking on the St. Louis Blues. Defense was slow to start this game for St. Louis. Their defense was relatively slow. It was a lot of shots for Nashville in the beginning of the game. So yeah, it was a quick start for the Preds. Penalty in the last 12 seconds of the period, which is kind of, again, like I was saying, was kind of funny that they happened both at the same time pretty much. And then Irwin for the Predators gets a fighting penalty against McKenzie of the St. Louis Blues, so that was interesting. Get to watch him do a little brawl. There's a couple of fights tonight, actually. The 2 games I watched, it was fun. Allen makes two beautiful saves. It was like 2 kick saves, and then they get the puck out to David Perron, and Perron breaks out and gets a shot, and he shoots it, bounces off the pad of UC Saros, and then he gets the rebound and scores it. It was a really awesome play. So nice saves from Allen to get the goal on the other side. It was one of those chance on one side, goal on the other. It was, yeah. The game definitely started to pick up in the second period though. Like the first period it was okay, and the first half the second was okay, but yeah, the second period they started to show the two rivals, the rivalry of these two teams and how important these 2 points were. Because as you can see here, Nashville needs some points. They've been falling lately. Again, good back and forth. Big chances for the Preds in overtime. Forsberg does like a backhand and shoots it and hits off the crossbar. And yeah, Predators definitely dominated that overtime. Didn't score on it, but they definitely dominated it. And then you go to the shootout. It went 5 rounds, and Derek Carr finally puts it in and wins it for the Preds, which they desperately needed. So your goal scorers: Bonino from Grimaldi and Fabro at 7:59 of the first period. You got Ryan Johansson, not Marcus Johansson. Ryan Johansson from Young Crook and Forsberg at 11:37 of the first period. You got the Perron goal from O'Reilly at 12:30 of the second period, which was an awesome goal to watch. And then braided shin from Thomas and Parenko. Oh, I didn't put the time on that one. My bad. Didn't really matter. I tied the game. I believe it was in the third period. Maybe in the second period. I'd have to do that. Sorry, I didn't write that on the board. But all you need to know is they tied it, and they go to the shootout. The shootout winner was from Carr in the 5th round. So the Blues missed, and Derek Carr wins it. So your final is 3-2 for the Nashville Predators. So Preds get 2 points. St. Louis did get a point to keep ahead of Dallas, who also won tonight, trying to keep pace. Last game of the night, you've got the Anaheim Ducks and the New York Islanders, which was an okay game. It was a little slow. It wasn't a whole lot of interesting stuff going on, but yeah. So first thing I really paid attention to, really noticed, it was a little, like I said, again, overall slow, but Mayfield fought Deloriers. There we go, got his name out, Deloriers. So they both got fighting majors. That was one of the first big things I noticed, the fighting. And yeah, the Islanders just looked a little slow. I don't know why. Maybe it's just a long road trip. Maybe they've been on a 17-game winning streak, or point streak right now. They've been playing hard. I think this finally catching up to them. These late games, you can see it in this game. Grace had two goal line saves. He was blocked it with his legs, showing how strong his legs were, and it was awesome. He did that twice in a row. Really impressed with Grace's play, even though the score will show otherwise. He only let in 1 of the 3 goals. Of really, it's something he should have had the last goal, but. So yeah, Grace is pretty much standing at his head the whole game, and the Ducks finally break through in the second period, which you'll see right here. Islanders were standing around a lot again. The Islanders just look slow and sluggish. I think again it's just long road trip. I think it finally kind of starting to show through the wear and tear this team has been through. The Ducks keeping everything to the outside, so again, Islanders can't get anything on. And then, yeah, the Islanders their 17-game win streak is officially, or point streak, point streak is over at the hands of the Ducks, which I would not have guessed. But yeah, John Gibson gets his first shot of the season. So 3-0 was your final. Your goal scorers is Getzlaf, unassisted at 10:26 of the second period. They got Cam Fowler from Getzlaf and Terry at 13:13 of the third. Then you got Andre Case in the third from Branson and Cam Fowler at 14:24 for the 3-0 final for the Ducks. So yeah, that was a little surprising again, and then this amazing comeback / not comeback from the LA Kings was pretty fun to watch as well. So your updated standings: so you got the Oilers are first place in the Pacific, followed by the Coyotes, Vancouver, and then your wild cards are we're going to wild cards last. Still trying to figure out how to do the standings, but yeah. So you have the Oilers, Coyotes, Vancouver for the Pacific. Central is St. Louis, Dallas, Winnipeg. Your wild card is San Jose now. The app hasn't updated yet, but I think I've done this right, where San Jose just got the 2 points in this overtime win, so they jump past Vegas up to 27 points, which knocks Vegas out, which puts them in. So Sharks should be the wild card, the last wild card spot in the West, and then you got Colorado as well. In the East, you got Washington in the head of leading the league in points, but also tops in the Metro. The New York Islanders, Carolina, and then the Atlantic, you got Boston, Florida, Montreal. And your wild cards are Pittsburgh and Flyers for now. We'll see how much of this changes in the next video we do. So I'm thinking of trying to do every other night, maybe Monday, Wednesdays, maybe Friday or Saturday. We'll see how it works. But yeah, I'm going to try and post a video every other day. Again, with I have a lot of doctor appointments going on, a lot of doctors accident-related stuff going on, so we've been a little inconsistent. I'm trying to nail down the consistency of these videos. Drunk Hockey Mom's going to be in less videos. She has, again, just so much stuff going on. It's going to be primarily me doing these videos. She's going to jump in when she can, but yeah, I'm going to try and nail down doing at least Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, possibly Saturdays, depending on how it works, but that's what the plan is. Again, this is your updated scores and standings for Monday, November 25th. This is Zach from Say What Zach. Give me a like and subscribe if you like the video, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Thanks.